Hi there, and good morning from my final day in Pensacola, Florida. I'm currently in my grandparents' old Mercury to take a trip to Whataburger, which is kind of a Pensacola southern staple, which we don't have down in Orlando. Oh, I gotta let Dennis in because it's gonna be an adventure, right, Dennis? Yep. And here we are at Whataburger. We just got a bunch of honey butter chicken biscuits, which is something we really enjoy here. Thank you so much. Yay! There we go! Honey butter chicken biscuits. Let's see what they look like. Beautiful. Look at that. Tasty wrapping. Okay, so we just finished up with our honey butter chicken biscuits, and now my mom and I are gonna hop in the car right over here to go on a few errands. I've been working on my project upstairs, going through all of my mom's old photos and whatnot. I think we're gonna work on a project with the TV because we moved the new TV into this downstairs room. Now we're gonna move the old TV upstairs and then move that TV down to the back room. So we have a lot going on here, and I fly out in about 6 hours. So hopefully we get it all done.
Yeah, filming. Roy's getting his granddaddy suit pinned.
Getting it nice and tailored.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's gonna look good. It really already fits you pretty well.
Alright, so that was me getting my suit tailored, a suit that I got from my grandfather. Now it's off to the bank. So we're at the bank right now, and we're here because these are a couple savings bonds that my grandmother, my dad's mother, gave to me back when I was born in 1992, and there's a message here that says, "Roy, welcome to our world." So that's really cool. Gonna deposit these and cash these out, and then again, I just got my grandfather, who has also passed away, I got his suit tailored for me as well. So today is a day of grandparents.
And remembrance.
So it turns out I need to take those to my bank in order to cash those out, but I can do that a little bit later. But now we are at Sam's to get this right here for my parents' TV to put upstairs. Now we're moving all the TVs around, and hopefully this goes on their wall upstairs. We can move that big TV downstairs, move everything around, but it should be should work. So we actually ended up not getting the TV mount because it was about $120, and the one that I wanted to get them, which is the one that I have, was about $40. So I just ordered that on Amazon. I'm not going to be here to help them put it up, but I think Travis and Dennis and Christine might still be here. But if not, then my dad is more than capable of doing that himself. But now we're here at Shrimp Basket because this is a big bucket list place that I wanted to eat at before I go. It's just the most amazing seafood. So get head inside. I think Travis, Christine, Dennis, and my dad are gonna be meeting up with us here in a little bit. And yeah, seafood time. Okay, so the rest of the family should be here in just a second. We started out with this appetizer right here, which is this boom boom shrimp right there. I'm probably gonna get this seafood basket because it pretty much comes with everything. And then of course I got a nice shrimp basket staple here, which is this bushwhacker right here, which is this delicious looking drink right here that's melting all over the place. This is something I have to get every time I come back to Pensacola. It's so good. And the food has arrived. Look at this. Have some crab cakes and some oysters, some shrimp, some fish, some fries, some hush puppies. This is gonna be good. All right, so we are all done with Shrimp Basket, and now we are at the park across the street from where we live. This is kind of the boardwalk that goes down to the railroad tracks down here, and the water. It's actually started to rain, which kind of stinks, but hopefully we can find a place to stay dry for the most part. What's kind of cool is that way down here on the beach is where I did my Eagle Scout project over a decade ago, just kind of right there on the beach. I planted seagrass, I cleaned up the litter, I installed some trash cans. It was a pretty cool conservation project. I don't know if a lot of it has withstood the test of time or not. It was kind of more in that direction, but this is where I did my Eagle project. It's starting to rain a little bit, so I think we're gonna kind of keep it to the woods where there's a little bit of cover. Coming across the street to the Bluffs, which are kind of more back in that direction towards our house. This was one of my favorite things to do. Just explore over here by the water, the railroad, kind of run around the bluffs, through the bushes and the trees. It was so much fun. It still is. So we just popped out of the woods right there and onto this service road. This is the road that the city of Pensacola took to get down to the railroad to help me with my Eagle Scout project a while ago. I think we're gonna kind of navigate along the water over here, and then at some point make it back over to the boardwalk to go back up to the car, because I don't have too much more time here in Pensacola. My flight takes off in about 3 hours. And here we are walking along the railroad. I don't know how far down we're gonna go because the weather's looking pretty dismal right now, but our house is kind of way down there. All right, so new plan. It is now pouring down rain, and we're gonna run over here to the Bluffs to hopefully go up to the road up there to make it back to our house. We're just gonna have to come back for the car because it is just coming down now. You can kind of see it way back over there. Man, hi Dennis.
Hey.
So where are we right now?
This is a freshwater spring across the street. This is where people who lived up there used to get their drinking water.
That's kind of cool.
And it's also where we used to take our dogs to drink when we brought them down to hike here.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. There's lots of. You think like there might be an underwater cave under there somewhere?
Could be. It looks very, very deep. But I was gonna say that that's the road up there that our house is on, which is kind of over there. We were gonna walk back to the house, or I was thinking that we were going to, but we may still just walk back to the car. I don't know. We're gonna get back to the house at some point because it is really, really wet right now. The spring is right down there, and we're kind of hanging out on this bluff, which is where we used to do so many dirt clod wars, where we would just kind of grab a clump of dirt, throw them at each other. It has kind of eroded quite a lot since we've been here last time. Oh my god, it is pouring down rain. Well, that was a fun trip to the Bluffs, right guys?
Yep.
Having fun?
Oh, so much fun.
Alright, so I don't want to ruin the camera any more than it already is. Look how drenched we are. I don't know if this was the best idea at all, but at least we did it. So I'll see you back at the house in just a little bit, where hopefully it's going to be dry. And fast forward a couple hours, here we are at the airport to drop me off to head back to Orlando. I'm in the car with Travis and Dad and Dennis and Mom. Thank you guys so much for having me this week. It was a lot of fun.
We are gonna miss you so much. I can't believe you're leaving already, Roy.
Hi Mom.
Hi honey, I'm missing you already.
I know, I'm missing you guys too. But I'm gonna see you in a couple weeks actually, because we're gonna be going to New Orleans.
American passengers.
So that was me saying goodbye to my parents, which I am going to be seeing in just a few weeks for Travis's birthday, and we're going to New Orleans to celebrate that, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm over here by my gate. A lot happened since getting drenched across the street. We came back to the house, which I didn't show because we were soaking wet. Sounds like we're boarding, but essentially had to really quickly dry all of my clothes, wash all of my clothes. I had to finish a few projects that I was working on with the pictures that I don't know if that was in this video or a different video, but I was going through a bunch of my mom's old pictures just to kind of look at them just for fun. So I went through that. I went through a lot of the clothes that my mom's been wanting me to go through, and then I was able to consolidate all of my Christmas presents into my 2 bags and then drive to the airport as quickly as possible. So a lot happened in a very short amount of time, but you didn't really miss too much. But now I'm about to hop on the plane back to Atlanta and then back to Orlando. One thing that I do though before I leave Pensacola is I try to get Brennan a Pensacola shirt. So when she finally comes to visit, she'll have all of these Pensacola shirts, and then I got myself one as well. But okay, they have called all of the passengers, so off to Atlanta. Okay, so I'm on the plane. I'm probably gonna be doing some editing during the flight. And in contrast to my last flight, where I was in the middle seat in the very back of the plane, I have nobody sitting next to me, and I'm kind of near the front of the plane this time. This is cool. So it's kind of hard to see through the glass, but that is the plane that I just got off of, and I have arrived in Atlanta now to make my connecting flight. Luckily, my concourses for my connecting flights have been right next to each other, so I've lucked out in that regard, and my seat on that plane was very, very comfortable, so that was pretty lucky too. I always get really excited to go this way whenever I come to Atlanta. I didn't go this way when I came here. When I went to Pensacola, I went through a different concourse, so hooray, I'm getting to do it. Cool, so a short bioluminescent walk later, I made it to my gate right back here. This doesn't start boarding for another hour or so, so I have time to go grab some dinner, which I am probably gonna do because it's been kind of a while since we had shrimp basket. So, hooray, dinner. I'll try not to get Five Guys this time, although it does kind of sound pretty good. So this is kind of cool. There's kind of a miniature food court over here. So I'm sure I'm gonna find something good. So the most bizarre thing just happened. I just ordered a pizza at this place called Varasano's because it had really, really good reviews online, and I got a buzzer and a receipt, and I was just waiting for this pizza, and I waited about 20 minutes for it to come out, and I was like, this is kind of a long time for a quick service pizza place. And I went up to the counter and they were closed, and they didn't make my pizza, and I was like, So I was just kind of waiting there for a pizza that never came, and it wouldn't have made me miss my flight, but I was just kind of waiting there twiddling my thumbs, just wondering when this pizza was going to get here so I could go over here to my gate and get on, because right now they're actually boarding, so I should go hop on the plane. But I had to grab a receipt because they weren't going to make the pizza because they were closed, and so hopefully I get a refund on that. I didn't even ask for it. They said that's what we're gonna have to do for you, and they were really, really nice about it. I guess it was just a quick miscommunication, apparently, but I didn't get dinner tonight, and now I'm sad. But I have about an hour-and-a-half flight back to Orlando, where it's gonna be a little bit after midnight. But yeah, I'm gonna go board the plane now. Darn it, they were really nice though. It just kinda stinks because that pizza looked really, really good. So I'm on the plane, and this one actually has a screen on it, so it's kind of an upgrade from the previous plane. I have a nice window seat here so I can see the takeoff, and because I didn't have dinner, I guess I'm gonna have my cookies that I got on my last flight. So here's my dinner.
Please prepare the camp for departure.
And it sounds like we're about to take off. Alright, and I am off the plane, heading back to the People Mover, and then hopefully getting picked up by Brennan at some point. It's about midnight right now, a little bit past midnight. I can't really remember the last time that I came in this late at MCO past midnight. Whenever I've had a red-eye flight before, it's always been the next morning that I came in, but never this late. So I do have to head down to baggage claim because I ended up doing a complimentary check on my bag, so I have to go pick that up off the belt, but I'm waiting for Brennan to come pick me up. She's being so nice, picking me up at midnight. Something that kind of happened that was kind of funny, I guess, on the plane, kind of just synonymous with my experience tonight, is when the flight attendant came by asking if I wanted any Cheez-Its or cookies. I asked for Cheez-Its, and then he gave me cookies. So are people just not paying attention to me today between the pizza and the Cheez-Its? Whew, I came over just as my bag was about to go around the corner here and then go back inside the system, but I got it. Now we can go meet Brennan outside and finally go home. Hi, so I made it back home, and I have a couple friends here to greet me. Make sure to share. That's kind of a lot. So, I guess that concludes my trip to Pensacola, getting to go home for New Year's. It was a lot of fun. I got to see the entire family, got to hang out with Christine and her parents, which was actually a lot of fun, and got a lot of Pensacola bucket list items checked off, of course, that I try to do every time I go back to Pensacola. Now I have to get you, Brennan, who's behind the camera.
That's me, I'm behind the
Pensacola.
camera. Yes, that's gonna be probably our next trip.
I hope so, or close to one of them. I'm going to New Orleans here in a few weeks, and maybe Brennan is too. We haven't figured that out yet, but we should see. Oh, you missed a treat here, Calvin. There you go. But it's about 1 a.m. currently, and I'm tired, and I'm still probably damp in places from getting soaked when we went across the street. But that was a lot of fun. Okay. Thank you again for watching this trip. I hope you got to see, well, you've seen this whole trip, but before this, I hope you get to see that kind of rewind video that I edited while I was on this trip, because it took a lot of time and effort to do, but it was a lot of fun, and I hope I can do it again, maybe next year or something like it. But thank you guys, and have a good night. I need to sleep because I've been sleeping on a couch for like 6 days, so I'm excited to be back in a bed. Right, boys? Have they been good?
Yeah, he needs to get his little claws cut for the first time because I have tiny little cuts all over my hand just from him trying to play.
Whoops. Well, okay. See you guys later. Have a good day, and goodbye.
Goodbye.